Hey, you guys, this is your girl, Coach Ebony Nicole, the writing coach and publishing engineer, here with another episode of Meet the Authors of the 201 Project. Listen, this is where we celebrate Christian women who stepped up and stopped waiting and started writing the message God entrusted with them. And today we have one of my favorite authors. Hello, I want to say Miss Cahtina Gamble, but no, this is Dr. Cahtina Gamble. I want you all to meet her. She is one of our Kingdom Legacy authors. How are you doing today, darling?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Before we jump right into the questions, I want you to tell people who you are. Let the people know about you.
I'm a former teacher now. I used to be a teacher. I started out as an elementary school teacher. I started out as a fifth grade teacher, then third grade, then first grade, then special ed. Then
Mm,
I went to high school special ed. And then after high school special ed, unfortunately, I became disabled, but I did not let that stop me. I
yep.
went back to school. I started over. I went back to school for my dream, which was singing. And so now I'm in school for singing and I love it. It's my passion. It's what I really wanted to do when I got out of high school. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm studying jazz, R&B, gospel, and
Wow.
classical as well. So a little bit of everything. And
Yeah.
I'm learning theory and sight singing, and I'm just preparing to get out there when I graduate and not let anything stop me, and that's really my message, not to let anything stop me. And believe it or not, I've really been able to inspire a lot of people at the school, because I'm really the only one that has the physical disability at the school.
Yeah.
So it's really been a blessing. So that's what I've been up to.
So you are a walking blessing, testimony, inspiration.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh. So
yeah.
I want you to tell us about the story behind your new book. Introduce the new book to us, and
Okay.
then your new devotional, and then tell us the story behind it.
Okay, so the new devotional is it's a 3 month prayer journal, purpose filled life, and it's basically praise, worship. Um, it has journal prompts, scriptures that I selected, um, worship song recommendations, a space to record, what God speaks to you. And it came about because I went through this period where um, God was really dealing with me. You know how, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people go through this where they get saved and they go through this high period where they're just on fire for God. And then they
Yeah.
go through this period where it's quiet
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, all right, where is God? What do I do?
Yeah.
What is my purpose? And that's the period that I went through when I found out that I was disabled and that I couldn't do the things that I was going to be able to do again. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt like I was a burden on everybody. And I
Mm-hmm.
started feeling sorry for myself. And it was like, what do I do? And I
Yeah.
just felt like I was being punished because a lot of people don't notice, but I was a recovering alcoholic. Just thank you, Jesus, but it
Hallelujah.
it will be 2.5 years today that I have been
Oh,
clean.
hello, somebody. Come on, anniversary.
I just remembered,
That's
yes,
awesome.
yes,
That's awesome.
that I have
To
been
God be every
clean.
bit of glory in that.
No program, no, just me and God, just working through it,
Wow.
and
Wow.
that took a lot of strength. And shortly after that, I had the carpal tunnel surgery.
Yeah.
And then the disability came, and it just seemed like, God, are you punishing me because I stopped drinking? And it was like,
Mm.
what's going on? And then it seemed like everybody just walked away. And it's like, when I needed people the most, no one was there. And it's like, what is my
Mm.
purpose? Where is everybody at that was there when I was in my mess? Like, oh, girl, you got a call on your life. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, well, I'm not drinking. I'm trying to find my purpose. I'm trying to find out what's going on. Where is everybody at that was praying for me, that was, speaking to me and had all these words and the scriptures and this and that? No, nobody was there. It was just me and God. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, did he prune you? That's what it sounded like. He was pruning you, getting
Oh,
rid of everything that he didn't want to have there.
there you
My God.
go. There you go. And it was like,
Ooh,
that's when he started speaking the most. This is what I need you to do. This is who I don't want. This is why they're not there.
yeah.
This is why they're not there, because I need to get to you. They were
Yeah.
there and they were so busy speaking, you weren't allowing me to speak.
Yeah. You could. He had to quiet all everybody, every other voice.
Yeah, he had to silence all
Oh.
that noise. And to this day, all those people are still not there. It's just me and God and of course, my family, but
Yeah.
all those people are still not there. And it's because I had to hear from him. I have to
Yeah.
hear from him. Everything that I do now has to have a certain direction because of everything that I'm going through. Every place that he has to take me, I have to hear from him
That's
because
right.
everything is so imperative now. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like, you know, when I walk out my door, do I go left? Do I go right? God, which direction?
Oh my God. Okay. I got to say this sidebar. When I leave to go to work in the morning, I
Mm-hmm.
could take two main roads to get
Mm-hmm.
to downtown, and he always tell me which way to go,
Yeah.
and I just follow him
Mm-hmm.
because if I don't, one time I was like, I'm gonna go the opposite way, and I got hung up in a boatload of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
But had I listened and went left like he said instead of going right like I wanted to, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have been late to work. I would have been on time, and I would have avoided all that traffic. So
Yeah.
I don't want to think that I'm the only one that he tells directions to, but I swear it's like the most you can't I'd be so shocked, like not
Mm-hmm.
even shocked anymore because he does it a lot and I just follow, but it's just so like amazing how he cares so much
Mm-hmm.
that he could give us such. Sometimes the direction to go left or go right can seem so insufficient until you do the opposite of what he says, and then
Mm-hmm.
you see how significant it really was. So I just
Exactly.
want to throw that in there.
No,
Wow.
yeah, it's so true because I was trying to reconcile with someone that means so much to me. And he kept saying, leave it alone.
Mm. Yep,
And I'm like, but
I got
God,
that
this
too.
person means so much. And they've been giving me so much great and leave it alone. And I'm like, God, but,
But
and I
God.
didn't. And the way it turned out, I said, God, I'm sorry. I should have left it alone
Yeah,
because now it's a mess.
yeah.
It's a
Because he
mess.
sees, and this is
Hmm.
one thing that my mentor said to me. She's like, imagine that you are in a vehicle in a city, in this large city, and God is looking down over the city and he's directing your path. And she was like, you can see your GPS, because we all have one, use one. Your GPS says go straight and you will reach your destination. But because God sees everything over the city, he's gonna say go up 2 blocks, make a left, go down 4 blocks, come back across, and you like, well, Lord, the GPS saying going straight. He
Hmm.
was like, but that's not the way you want to go. I
Hmm.
know that seemed like a clear shot, but trust me. And
Hmm.
sometimes trusting him can take you out of the way, but then not listening to him can put you in situations that you dire situations that you
Hmm.
should not have been in. Now we praying and asking God to get us out of what we put ourselves in. And
Yep.
sometimes we want to blame the enemy for everything, but the enemy ain't the enemy sitting back like, I had nothing to do with this. Why you
Has
put me in it?
nothing to do. Yep.
That was your
Nothing.
decision, not mine. I
Hmm.
didn't whisper anything to you, and
Exactly.
so I say that because when God tells us to leave people alone, he sees what is going to happen if you
Hmm.
don't. And it'd be unfortunate that we fail to take heed to his warning. It's a warning. Walk away, leave it alone. Don't respond to the text. Don't send a text. Don't make that phone call. Don't do this. Don't look. Don't do. And then next thing you know, if we don't be obedient to what he has warned us, then we find all this calamity and we're just begging and crying, Lord, help me out. But that reminds me of Jonah and the well. That's a fragment of it where if we are disobedient to him, we find ourselves in places we were not supposed to be.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Did you?
that's really like this journal was really it came at a really deep time. Like it
Mm,
really did. I was surprised because I had started writing a memoir.
yeah.
I had started actually really writing a memoir. And this journal came and it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
This
Lord.
is what
This
he
is this
wants.
is yeah,
This is what he
right.
wants. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was
And so
like,
what
mm,
was it like to shift from doing what you want to do, which was the memoir, to doing this journal that he has commanded of you? What was that like? Because it's different from what you wanted to do. You wanted to take your own way.
it was actually refreshing because
Mm. Elaborate on that. That's different.
because for once I was being obedient.
Mhm.
Because
For
so many
once.
for once because so many
Mhm.
times I'm
Yeah.
always running, and for once I did not run, and so I wasn't getting
Mm.
beat up because you know how you run and then you get beat up.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. You said you. Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't getting
You
beat
walk
up.
away, back hurt, knees hurt. God,
Exactly.
like, why is my face so swollen? Yeah, because you got beat
Exactly.
up by all your decisions.
So I wasn't getting beat up.
Yep.
And it didn't, you see, it didn't take me that long to write.
Yep.
It didn't
Yep.
take me
That
long to
part.
write.
Yep.
The scriptures were there and
Mhm.
everything. Just, I mean, I was taking 16 credits, 16 credits, because a lot of my classes are 1 and 2 credits. So
Yeah.
I was taking like 16 credits and writing in between. So
Yeah. So
that
that
joint
focus and
there.
dedication had to be strong for both
Hmm.
your education, for you to obtain your education, and then also for you writing the journal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what was that process like? What did you have to overcome to actually get it completed?
Do you know I was being bullied by a professor while I was writing this journal?
I remember you mentioned that.
It
You
got
mentioned that he
worse.
always.
It got worse. I had to go to the dean twice. I had to bring the disabilities resource advocate, and I'm collecting data because it has gotten worse. He actually I've been in the vocal chamber ensemble now for 3 semesters. He did not pick me this semester. I was the only black female, and he did not pick me this semester. He just did a lot of things that were not ethical at all, and I had to keep
Wow.
track of it. Yeah. So I endured that while I was writing the journal, and I just poured my heart out. So this journal has deep meaning for me as well. So,
Yeah.
while I was writing it, I was, writing it for everyone, but I was also taking my own notes,
Yeah.
because it was personal for me.
When you say bullied by your professor, what does that look like?
That
I'm
looks
so
like
That's just
an
so
entire
odd.
class witnessed it, and they would come to me and they would be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Not really, but I will be." I said,
Was
because
was it like things he said, he did,
things
or
he said, things he did. Like he left me out of the entire, like we had to take pictures for the flyer to be posted up for our concert. So we took pictures in the front hall of the music building, and he said we're gonna walk on the other side of music of the other side of the college campus. Now he knows I'm on a walker. He knows it takes me time. They left me. He said, "Well, you get there the best way you can." I said, "Nope, not a problem." And they left me. The pianist and the director said, "We're gonna wait with her until she gets over there," and they did. I got over there. We and the choir wouldn't take the picture without me because they knew I wasn't there. And I said, "Thank you, everybody." When I got over there, he said, "Do you have to use your
Wow.
walker?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And he said, "Well, can you go to the back?" And I said, "Not a problem." So then he said, "Well, we're gonna go inside and take pictures on the stairs." I said, "Well, I can't get on the stairs." He said, "Well, I guess you're gonna be excluded." I said, "Yeah, well, I guess so." And that's the picture he used for the flyer. That's just one incident.
He went all the way out of his way to ensure you would not be a part of that
Yes.
process.
Yes.
Do you know why he feels that way? Why he has such animosity towards you?
No. And I asked him.
Why I'm hearing like a threat. What a threat? I don't know what
I
that
don't know.
means.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
But it really brought tears to my eyes when I saw that flyer, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Cathina, you're not on the flyer." I said, "I know. That's okay."
Jesus. So going through everything with your health and going through the things with school and your teacher specifically, the bullying there, you were still able to push forward into what God has called you to do.
Mm-hmm.
What does it feel like to be on that side? To be on the side of obedience, to be on the side of completion?
It feels good because there are a lot of days I wanted to throw in the towel,
Yeah.
literally, because I experienced a lot of people, who are not familiar. I have what's called complex regional pain syndrome. Acronym is CRPS.
Hmm.
It started out where I just had it in my on my right side, my right hand, my right knee. And then it went spread to my left hand, my left knee. I now have it full body. It's in my entire body.
So that is like chronic pain or what is
Chronic pain. Um, you can't, like, right now I can't go outside because I can't handle the heat right now. I went
wow.
outside yesterday. When I came back inside, I just collapsed. My son had to help me up the stairs. Now, I'm at the stage where I have spasms on my left side. I got sick at church last Sunday and it terrified everyone. My leg just basically stops me from walking, and then it looks like I'm having a seizure, and I can't move. And the gentleman came from out the pew and he was trying to move me, and my body was frozen.
Mm.
And you can't move me. You have to just let it ride. And it can go like that for up to 15 minutes where my whole body is just shaking. And it's not a seizure. They don't know what it is. It's just a spasm. And then finally my body will give up and it'll just go limp. And then you can kind of like drag me to either my walker, because I have a seated walker, either drag me to a seat or a walker, and my body will just go limp. And then, it's like nothing ever happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it does that. It hurts to shower. It hurts to touch my skin. Fabrics hurt my skin. The braces hurt my skin. Everything hurts. My skin. It
Oh
feels like
God.
it feels like somebody pours gasoline in my body and lights a match. And you touch my skin, you can feel the heat coming from inside my body. But you can't put ice on my body because it will lock my body in place. Like my hands will
Like
lock.
a shock to the system
Mhm.
with it for the temperature being so high and
Yeah.
then dropping so quickly.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
You see how my hand is?
Yes.
That's how my hand stays. This hand stays like that. I can't straighten it and I can't make a fist.
So how did you write?
This hand I can. Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
It's the left hand. The left
It's the
hand
left hand.
doesn't.
So you're right-handed. Okay. Okay.
But get this though, the thumb can't touch my other fingers. So I write like this, like a little kid. And
Oh my God.
I have a I write like this, but I also have my computer is where I can speak and
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
Okay. So use the accessibility feature
mhm,
on it. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
through all of this, what has this? I know this is not particularly with your book, so but through all of this, has this done for your relationship with Christ? What has that looked like?
At first it kind of made me angry,
Mm.
but then I said, you know what? Why am I angry? Because it could be worse.
Ooh, that's it. Yeah, yeah. It could. It
And
could.
so it
Yeah.
actually strengthened it because honestly, I look at how many people's lives I've been an inspiration to on that campus, and I won an award that the students picked me for
Okay. Come on here.
resilience and perseverance. I didn't know that they picked me for it. They said, come with us. And I'm like, where y'all taking me, man? Y'all so silly. Like, I gotta go home. Like I'm tired. I have been there since 7:30 that morning, and this was like 5 o'clock, and they're like, "Just come with us." And I'm walking with them on the other side of campus, and they're like surprised, and I'm like, "I'm gonna get you guys." And it was so funny because I had nominated one of my friends for an award and didn't tell her, and so we surprised one another, and it was
Ah.
really nice. But yeah, they surprised me. I mean, the entire um chorus voted for me, and they gathered other students. They were like, do you know Cahtina Gamble? They told me how they did it, because they said we asked other students. They were like, you mean the girl with the red hair, the cool girl with the piercings?
They
I'm like,
know you.
they do. And I didn't know that. They was like, the girl with the red hair with the cool piercings. Oh yeah, we got you. And they voted for me. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I won the award.
You're seen even when you don't think you are.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
you're
know
being
that.
impactful even when you don't think that you are.
Yeah.
And I bet it's more, it's beyond inspiration for them. It wouldn't even surprise me if their lives have been transformed. Their ways of thinking has been transformed, because if they could see you doing what you're doing in school, then they have absolutely no excuse. So it does change their perception of themselves and of life in general. So I would say just it's more than inspiring. I'm quite confident you transform them.
And
And
Coach,
so
that's what one young lady said to me.
yeah,
And the tears just streamed down my face because
um,
I don't look at myself like, being like that. I just go day by day and I'm just laughing and joking with them. And I'm like, and I'm just like, I'm always like, I'm the oldest student on campus. So I'm like the mommy. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, you okay? What's wrong? Come talk to me.
Aw.
And I'm like, come give me a hug. It's gonna be okay. And they're like, we should be hugging you. We should be
Yeah.
telling you it's gonna be okay. But instead, you're always telling us
That it's
it's gonna
okay.
be okay. And
Even in the midst of your own
yeah,
struggle, your pain. Yeah, that reminds me of this guy I had met a few years ago. Um, People told me about him, and when I finally met him, it was a beautiful moment where I found out that even when he was in his pain and his struggle, he still blessed people. He still poured out and encouraged other people, and he set provisions for those that he loved right before he passed.
right.
Um, and that man was Jesus.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did the same thing.
yeah.
And so I would say continue to be encouraged through this journey that he has you on, despite the I don't want to call him a demon.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I would say the adversary, because at the end of the day, it's all gonna be glory for God, glory to God, glory through God, glory for God, because nobody's gonna be able to say it was because of me that Cathina succeeded. Is gonna Nobody's gonna be able to take that credit. So stay encouraged, continue to smile and do you, continue to love on our Father and let him do the same, and continue to write those books like he wants. Because even this one, you were like, I remember the phone call we had. I was in my kitchen, I was cooking dinner, and we were talking, and you said, "This is what he want me to do. This 30-day or this journal."
Mhm.
And he told me, do it as a courtesy of me. And I remember telling you, "Oh, you just it's free." And this was even before I started the 201 project. Way before, yeah, it was. It was. We spoke in like
Mhm.
January of 25, I think.
Yeah,
And it was I'm like, okay, Lord, sure. No.
wasn't it?
No, it was 24.
Or 24 because I
It
had
was
just seen at the
24.
hospital.
It
Yep.
was 24. It was January 24 we talked. And that was way before I had opened the doors to the project. So yeah, I'm listen, when and I'm gonna say this to anyone who has a story to tell, whether it's a journal, devotional, a memoir, autobiography, a how-to book, if it's fiction or nonfiction, it does not matter. If our Father has given you something to do, move forward and do it. Life is going to happen regardless. It does not matter. Life is going to do what it's supposed to do, and you ought to do what you're supposed to do, which is praise your way through it, continue to seek our God, and know that everything, including the adversary that comes up against you, everything works together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So even what Cathina has gone through, even what I'm going through, what I have gone through, what you're going through, it's all going to work out. And at the end, nobody can say they had a hand in it. And I love that for all of us, because nobody's gonna be able to steal his thunder. I know that's people like, thunder. God got thunder. Yes, nobody's gonna be able to steal his thunder and be like, "Oh, I helped." No, it's all gonna be to God's glory and for His purpose and benefit. Katina, darling, thank you. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being obedient, and thank you for just inspiring all of us, like, and transforming us at the same time, because there's no excuse, not a one. So for those who want to write a book and you have a bunch of excuses, remember Cathina has showed how you got to write. So she got to write like that, and she got it done. What's your excuse? There isn't one. You're welcome. All right, Casino. So since we are nearing the end, we're gonna do two things. I want you to tell people how they can connect with you.
Okay, so I'm on Facebook. I have a new Facebook account. It's still Cahtina Gamble. And then I have author Cahtina Robyne. So you can find me on Facebook. And then I'm also on TikTok. I know people don't really use TikTok, but I'm a TikTok fan because I be laughing at the videos and stuff. And then and then I'm on Instagram, author Cahtina Robyne. Same thing with TikTok. Everything is author Cahtina Robyne. Um, and then you can contact me on Yahoo, Cahtina Gamble at yahoo.com. Where else? I think that's it.
That's it. Well, I'll make sure to have all your contact information in your social media down below so people can connect with you. And for our last part is our rapid fire question where you answer with the first thing that comes to mind, okay?
Okay.
If you were right now any place in this world writing, where would it be?
Bahamas.
Bahamas. Whew, I ain't gonna hold you. Atlantis is absolutely beautiful. So I will be right there with you, girl. And if you could collaborate with anyone in anyone, living or dead, who would it be?
You.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
You would collaborate with me?
Yes, I would.
Well, you know what? This is blowing my mind because you are the second person to tell me that, and I'm just like me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna tell you, pray and see what our Father says. Because I'm gonna pray too and be like, well, Lord, she would like to collaborate with me. I'm alive. I got work. We can work. What is it that you want us to do? What can we do to serve you? So until he say, let's keep praying
I
and
was
see
waiting
if that's
for you to
something you
ask.
want to do.
I was waiting. I've been waiting for like 2 years for you to ask me that question. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
I did not. This is funny. Oh gosh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, y'all know what? Y'all heard it here first. All right. So we're gonna wait to see what our Father God wants us to do, and when He tells us, when He lets us know, we're gonna do it.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna be obedient because for real, I ain't trying to sacrifice nothing else. I don't have no more cows. I think I killed all my cows. No, you wasn't killing cows, goats. I'm trying to kill cows. I don't have any more pigeons and stuff. I don't have any more to sacrifice. I don't, my farm is depleted, so I gotta be obedient. At this point. So, you guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode of Meet the Authors of the 201 Project, as we had just had a beautiful conversation with our Kingdom Legacy author, Dr. Cahtina Gamble. I am excited and honored to be on this journey with all of these beautiful, beautiful authors. There are more to come. So please stay locked in and join us next Monday for the next author. Y'all, as I always say, Cathina was one woman who said yes. Who will be next? I hope it's you. Guys, I'm Ebony Nicole, the writing coach and publishing engineer, here to guide you down the path of authorship. I'll see you next time.